sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Go from sideline to touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. Go from sideline to touchdown, I put on.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 27, Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun is Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Paris Campbell.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Taylor now. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Eason on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st down.
Here's Taylor. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The give to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Eason off the play fake. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
38-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. After 1, it's 9-0.
With the score, Colts 9, Titans 0.
2nd down and 7.
Number 53, Mike 53. Come on. 36. Hip. Wide, get wide. Hey.
A toss left, Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Deep. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Switch. Check nickel.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Switch. Lock.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. That is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight right.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Beckham complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Everyone got 4 down. Check 37, check 37.
From the 44, Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The tackle made by Jayon.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Tannehill on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Play action. It's Eason. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Here's Jackson. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 15-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Again, the ball.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
A 31-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he returns this to the 22.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
46-yard line.
Play action. It's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Eason looking for Campbell downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken at about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
45-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Get ready. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Ready, hot.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Give the sack to Komoko Toure.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Eason. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
On third down, Eason. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Score, Colts 30.